Hey y'all. So it's getting closer to the last day of school for me, of all time. Last day of school. That's kind of crazy to think about. Anyway, but it's also Teacher Appreciation Week. Today I have exactly a week left of school, and since it is Teacher Appreciation Week, I just wanted to kind of give a shout out to my teachers and just have something to remember them and remember how they impacted my life, even though I don't think I'll ever forget it. So I wrote the 3 teachers at my school that I think I have like the best relationship with. I wrote them some thank you notes. One was Miss Robinson, Miss Ashman, and Miss Newby. I'm still gonna write one for Mr. McCullough because he's a G. And Miss Newby actually almost made me cry because she bought me a present. She got me this, which is, let's see if I can open this one-handed. It's a travel jewelry box. And it's just, she almost made me cry because I was fully expecting it to be, because she told me she had a present for me, but I was fully expecting it to be like, I don't know, like a binder or like a piece of candy with like a note on it or something. I was not expecting it to be a full-blown present. But yeah, so she got me this. And it was, I don't even know how to explain it. It was so sweet and heartwarming because she did not have to do that at all. But she even sent me she showed me that she had ordered it on Amazon like a few days prior. Cause she was like, it's not like oh, you gave me a note, so I'm giving you a present. She was like, no, like I actually bought it for you. And I had a few different options that I wanted to choose from for a gift for you. Because she was like, I was thinking, what would Carly want? And I was like, this is so sweet. This woman is literally too good for anybody. Like, the world does not deserve Miss Newby. And I think it's amazing that despite everything that, like, she has to deal with. Because when I had her, my sophomore year, a lot of the kids in the class were very like disrespectful to her, and she was so patient, and she's not the type of teacher that should have to deal with that because she constantly gives, and it's so heartwarming. And with everything going on in Ukraine and being separated from her family and everything, she deserves the world. And I don't think enough people notice that. I know that, like, Mr. McCullough knows that because he's always talking about it, which that's a whole nother thing. Mr. McCullough, he's great, an amazing history teacher. He never fails to make a lesson exciting. He's, I don't know. I have so many strong feelings about the teachers that made my high school experience memorable and like bearable, and I can't put into words how much these people affected my life. But he's also a kind soul, and I feel like he's underrated. Like, a lot of people don't really like Mr. McCullough, and it's because they feel like his assignments are tedious, or like he just constantly is like talking, and like it's just like, I don't know. So people give him a bad rep, but I genuinely enjoyed his class, and I enjoyed his personality, and I don't know. I feel like he's just one of those really good teachers that you don't get everywhere. Like, it's very rare that you get a teacher who's dedicated and actually cares about, like, the children's education. And not only just their education, but also, like, their life skills and things that are going to help them in the future. And Mr. McCullough is that person. Like, I feel like I could go to him and be like, hey, Mr. McCullough, how should I file my taxes? And he'd be like, well, you can do this, you can do this. And he would just be so helpful about it. He's very much like, he's a teacher. And he's a teacher that you can be, like, comfortable around. But to me, he also seems like he's, like, an external, like, father figure. Because he's very, like, he's very look out for you. Like, he's not gonna, I don't think you could do anything that would make him hate you. Like, he's a very loving person. And he had even went out of his way to make sure that everybody's grades were, like, up to date, and that he could help out anybody who was, like, had a low grade in his class, and, like, just really made the effort to make sure that everyone was understanding what they were doing, and they were getting the grades they deserve, and that they were making the grades that were going to help them. And it's just, it's very heartwarming. I'm gonna start tearing up. I can't be crying. I feel like I cry in every single one of these videos. Jeez, what's wrong with me? Anyway, Miss Ashman, not just her, but also her children, because I watched them in my ECE class, because she has 4, and I got to meet all 4 of them. But me and her kids really have a good bond. Jarvis and I, he might have had a little crush on me. I miss being in the ECE class with the kids. Harvest reminds me of myself when I was little, and then Charleston insists that we're the same and that we're sisters. And Jarvis is always the first to come over and give me a hug, and it's really sweet. But even Miss Ashman, she cares. She's another teacher that cares to make sure that you're getting the like, you're retaining that information. And she's another teacher that, like, she will help you out in any way to, like, make sure you get the grade. And she's very patient, and she has a great, like, she has a lot of respect for her students, and you can tell. Like, I feel like she's a very respected teacher, and in return, she gives that back. And I had some of my best memories in that class, and made some of the friends that I have now in that class. And it's something that I'm never going to forget. And I don't know. It's hard to explain these things, but I don't ever, like, want to forget how these teachers impacted me. I'm still crying. And then, the best for last, Miss Robinson, or now Miss Stevenson? I don't know. She's Miss Robinson. She didn't get married. No, she didn't. She didn't change her name. No, she's Miss Robinson. Anyway, I had her as a teacher for 2 years. That was for the ECE class. And she's amazing. At this point, I don't even see her as, like, a teacher anymore. She is quite literally one of my best friends. Like, obviously she's a teacher and I'm a student, so, like, you can't, like, you know, but I have every day this year, pretty much every day this year, because this is the first year since having her class that I haven't been in her class. Every day after school, because I leave early, I would stop off at her room and we'd have a little talk, and I'd update her about how my afternoon the day prior went, how my weekend went, and how my school day went. and she would do the same thing, and we just share and we chat, and it's just so good. And that she is the teacher. Like, we had to fill out a survey thing that was like, do you feel like you have somebody that you can talk to in this school, whether it's a teacher or an administrator or something? And I always put Miss Robinson. I can always go into her room to just chit chat, or to just like kind of like breathe and relax. And she never held that against me. Like, she was never like, oh, aren't you supposed to be in class? Like, it was always just like a, hey, like, she would stop what she was doing, and she would, it's just, I really appreciate her a lot. I'm gonna start crying. I'm trying not to cry. But, yeah, it's gonna be, even though I'm still gonna be in Powhatan, it's gonna be really hard to, not see these people every day. But I am glad that I got the time with them that I could have. And I just hope that they know what kind of impact they made on my life, because it was definitely a good one. Anyways, I guess I will see y'all on the last day of school. See ya.